hi there. Welcome to Professor Snyder's, that's me, Music Biz News. This podcast is for all of you who write lyrics and have sheet music and things like that. There's a lawsuit that you might be interested in. Now, you know that Suno and Udio are being sued by the record labels for allowing AI to scrape all of the music on the internet to be used to train AI. Anthropic is also being sued by Concord, Avco, and Universal Music Group and some other labels. These lawsuits are connected. The Suno and Udio cases have similar facts to Anthropic, with some key differences. Suno has admitted to using essentially all music files that are accessible on the open internet, which may align with the piracy in Anthropic. In 2024, 3 book writers, Andrea Bartz, Charles Graeber, and Kirk Wallace Johnson, sued Anthropic, alleging that the startup illegally used their work to train its artificial intelligence models. In June, California District Court Judge William Alsop issued a summary judgment in Bartz v. Anthropic that largely sided with Anthropic, that since Anthropic had purchased a copy of the book to train its AI, the company's usage of the books was fair use and thus legal. This was worrisome in the music world because it implied that if an AI company purchases copies of records, it's okay to use them to train AI. But the judge also ruled that the manner in which Anthropic had acquired some of the works by downloading them through so-called shadow libraries, including a notorious site called LibGen, constituted piracy. Ruled that the book authors could still take Anthropic to trial in a class action lawsuit for pirating their works. And the legal showdown was slated to begin in December of this year, 2025. And the cost of this to Anthropic would have been extreme. Statutory damages for this kind of piracy start at $750 per infringed work, according to U.S. copyright law. Because the library of books amassed by Anthropic was thought to contain approximately 7 million works, the AI company was potentially facing court-imposed penalties amounting to billions of dollars, possibly more than $1 trillion. And if the court finds Anthropic liable for willful infringement, it knowingly broke the law, the company could be hit with statutory damages of up to $150,000 per infringed work, times 7 million. So Anthropic was staring at the risk of statutory damages in doomsday amounts. But on the other hand, it just got $4 billion investment from Amazon. So it does have some money. The news today is that Anthropic reached a preliminary settlement in a class action lawsuit brought by a group of prominent authors in one of the most significant ongoing AI copyright lawsuits in history. The move will allow Anthropic to avoid what could have been a financially devastating outcome in court. The settlement agreement is expected to be finalized next week, September 3rd. So in a separate lawsuit that I mentioned earlier, Universal Music Group and some other record labels are also suing Anthropic because it also used BitTorrent to pirate copyrighted lyrics. One of the most high-profile disputes involves a group of major record labels, including Universal Music Group, which alleges that the company illegally trained its AI programs on copyrighted lyrics. Earlier this year, it wasn't looking good as far as the record labels versus Anthropic. Anthropic, the AI company behind the chatbot Claude, has scored a significant victory in its legal battle with Universal Music Group and other record labels. The court's decision to deny a preliminary injunction that would have prevented Anthropic from using copyrighted lyrics to train its AI models has far-reaching implications for both AI companies and content creators. But now, obviously, watching the book lawsuit, the other lawsuit, the plaintiffs recently filed to amend their case, alleging that Anthropic had used the peer-to-peer file sharing service BitTorrent to download songs illegally. Anthropic torrented 5 million files from the pirate online library LibGen, 2 million files from pirate library Mirror, and nearly 200,000 records in the Books 3 collection. The record labels claim that the AI company, Anthropic, not only illegally downloaded copyrighted music lyrics, it also uploaded them to other users, music publishers allege, in a new court filing. They allege that its Claude chatbot regurgitated copyrighted lyrics, indicating the company had trained the chatbot on those lyrics without permission. Now the music publishers additionally allege that Anthropic hid the fact that it used BitTorrent to pirate copyrighted lyrics. Anthropic never disclosed to the publishers in this case that it had used BitTorrent to copy books containing their works from pirated sites in this manner, despite publishers' discovery requests calling for exactly this type of information. And they discovered this only because of the other lawsuit between the book authors and Anthropic. Anthropic was keeping it a secret. And in case you don't know what it is, BitTorrent is a decentralized file sharing system in which anyone who downloads a file also uploads parts of that file to other users, meaning that Anthropic would have also uploaded the lyrics to other users engaged in piracy, and in so doing, violated publishers' exclusive distribution rights for those lyrics. Lawyers for the music publishers pointed out that the LibGen catalog of pirated books included numerous books of song lyrics and sheet music, including works at issue in the copyright infringement case. LibGen contains well over 1,000 illegal copies of sheet music, songbooks, and other lyric-related books, the music publishers' lawyers wrote in the court filing. So in the book settlement with Anthropic and the authors, most authors who may have been part of the class action are just starting to receive notice that they qualified to participate. The Authors Guild, a trade group representing professional writers, sent out a notice alerting authors that they might be eligible earlier this month. And lawyers for the plaintiffs were scheduled to submit a list of affected works, 7 million, to the court on September 1st. This means that many of the writers were not privy to the negotiations that took place. They weren't even aware that they were involved or that their books were involved. So assuming, like with the book publishers, Anthropic settles, it's going to be interesting to see if Universal Music Group and the other record labels, assuming there's a settlement, the same as with the book authors, I'm curious if they will also contact all of the songwriters and the copyright holders of all the music to tell them, hey, you might have a paycheck coming because of this lawsuit. And Anthropic used their songs to train AI. Or will the record labels just keep the money themselves? And will other record labels, seeing blood in the water, also now jump in to sue Anthropic? I guess we'll see. I'll link a PDF of the case on my blog that I mentioned in the comments below that has my sources, if you're interested in reading the details. If you like this episode, please smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.